Hi guys. So I got a account request on TripAdvisor, and I wanted to make actually a video on this one because I see a lot of requests sometimes on similar products because yeah, it's hard to count. You see the messy subwaves right here, and you don't know how to where to buy it. So it makes you unsure. And the reason is quite simple. And I think you have it already in mind when you see that, because to be honest, you should always go for the simple view first. What is the first thing you think about when you see this? It's as simple as it is. The trend is going down. Okay, you have lower highs. This is a lower high than this one, and this one is a lower high than this one. And you have lower lows. Low, lower low, and now we're breaking a new low. Here we had a little bit of higher low, but we are already breaking a lower low, so it's not even interesting anymore to buy. So the trend is going down, and there is no real sign yet that it should reverse and going back up. No, it might do that, but there is no signs for it. Are we going to count it from here? Maybe you could try to find some interesting count, but maybe it would be a good idea to look at it from another point of view. And yeah, also another thing that was interesting that I forgot to say is that what is making the entire trend go downwards is that we have this is like a major direction in maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or three waves down, and then we have three waves upwards, as you can see here. This is a three waves move quite clearly. And then right now it's going back in the sort of the similar move than the previous one. So really like typical, maybe complex correction, or I mean double zigzag formation happening right now. If we look at it on the invert scale, which I can recommend to do sometimes to get another view, like another objective view on it, and it can help to find accounts sometimes. So what we saw here was a deep correction, and after that we had a recovery that came back to almost on an all-time high, or in this case, of course, an all-time low because it's inversed. And then like a pullback here, and now it's trying to break this point of resistance here, um, to maybe make a new breakout on undiscovered territory. And when it goes down on new undiscovered territory, territory, sorry, I will say it's kind of dangerous to have it, to hold it, because you don't have really like another price action that is helping you to find some kind of support. You only have the fibs then that will help you. So yeah, and this kind of look like a cup and handle formation if you like those. A little bit sharp, of course, but you get the main point and the main idea. So now if we're going to look at it more closely to try to find a count, so here you can see it's quite messy. You can begin with the easy part sometimes, that will help you sooner. So this is quite clearly an ABC. So A, B, C. And then you have, if you're going to, yeah, 1, 2, 3, I had 3 like that, yeah, 4 and a 5, or yeah, maybe. No, that wasn't that easy actually. But yeah, something like that, maybe in a smaller fourth into this one here. That could make sense if it's not, so it would be on like an extended fifth wave. And yeah, it's completely okay to count it like this because third wave isn't the shortest. Good. So the entire structure will be on A, B, C flat. And we are going to choose this one maybe. No, this one. So we make some order so it's easy to see. Okay, so we have the three waves correction here, quite easy to find. And let's take a look at the other ones right now. So here it's also correction. So that would be a correction of the main train. So either a fourth wave or a B wave. And so what we can see is that this low broke the high from here. So it's not a regular impulse in this case. So it's still either a three waves move or some kind of like expanding diagonal. That it's a possibility also, like a first wave, an expanding diagonal. I will only have an expanding diagonal if you see a 5-3-5-3-5 type of count. If not, then it will just be better to go with the three waves. So what we can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's kind of suggesting right now that this is an impulse. Okay, what do we have after that? We have some kind of corrective move that ended here. I'm not going to go through it. Then we have 1, 2, 1, 2 that broke before, so another 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, and a 4 and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that fits in the count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. And if you count the entire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 13 is a number for an impulse, so it's perfect. Yes. So this was the correction that ended right here. At first view, it looks like some kind of complex correction, like a double zigzag or something like that. And then we have this large move that looks quite impulsive if you will look at it on a bigger time frame. So let's take a look if we can find five waves here maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. 20. That's interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So maybe 3 and 4. And like that. Yeah, that makes sense. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, and yeah, so 21, 22. Okay. I'll put this way. So maybe we have a leading diagonal here, and that's really interesting. So this will be like the first wave as either wave A or wave B. So you see something that looks like a three wave sometimes can be something else, but it's not necessarily saying that it's going to behave really differently. It can just be showing the same direction for the future, which is in this case is this direction. But still, interesting to follow. Because what do we know when we have five waves, for example, is that five waves never come alone. They always come with another five waves. And in this case, when you have such a deep correction that made more than 61.8%, then it's signaling that this could be a 1-2, possibly. At least this move will be a 1-2. So you have a 1, 2, then we will have a third wave. So no, that doesn't mean that the very short price action, and it could be something like that. Then a big break, coming back to try some kind of bounce and continuing upwards. That would be the most probable to me. Um, and yeah, so we should expect some kind of third wave coming here of an impulse. So there is a really bearish price action and undiscovered territory. You can also see that, but looking at the volume profile, you have no buyers or sellers here because we have undiscovered territory. So be careful to hold this one, I would say. It doesn't look so good to me. No, I'm human. I make mistakes also, so don't blame me if I'm wrong, but I will not buy this one at least. What I like to see when I buy something is always an uptrend. Okay, first uptrend and a corrective move that is not doing a new low here. Okay, it's still in the price territory of the first uptrend. This is where you want to buy, and you want this first uptrend to be an impulse, because as I just said before, after an impulse always come another impulse. So yeah, this is the type of stuff I want to trade. And but it's interesting to look at those also, because this is how you learn. You learn by like trying to understand what those strange price action are telling us. And right now it doesn't look so bullish. If we look back right now at the previous view, and as it should be, then yeah, it kind of makes sense, right? So I don't know if this is a 1 or A and a B or C, or 1, 2, 3, but I know that it should like make some kind of impulsive move downwards. And to be honest, um, just by looking at this move here, you can see it looks quite impulsive. So you might see a small pullback right now on this line, but then the next leg down should be quite aggressive. So very, very, very near price action might see some kind of bullishness, but it won't last long. It will be quite a deep corrective move after that. That's how I see it, at least. But yeah, we are looking at a weekly view, so things might take time, and don't expect everything to happen tomorrow. So that was it.